Hey everyone, welcome to Couples TheraPlay with Kentucky Fried Dice. I'm Donald,
I'm Jilly.
and tonight we're going to be playing. What are we playing there, Jillian?
Trekking the world.
Could not think of the name of that one. We got it pulled up already. You can see this is based off the incredibly successful Trekking the National Parks game. Very similar, but this is going to go through the whole world. As you can see on the screen there, it's the whole world. The Western U.S. is included. I just don't have enough room. But I want you guys to see the cool suitcases over here, because that's a big part of the game. And we'll talk about that here in just a second. But first, we want to talk about some other things we have going on here at KFD. We have Wednesday night. We've got our Downforce League. It's going to be episode 3. As of now, Katie has a commanding lead. And Jillian, what
Oh,
place are you currently in?
I'm not winning.
Not winning
I'm
indeed.
I'm as far from winning as you can be, but still be playing.
I don't know if I go that far, but there's still plenty of time. There's 4 full episodes left. It's anyone's race, and we're gonna have some more little tricks in the season to make it a little more exciting. Oh, and there is the legend Katie herself in the
Oh,
chat.
yes.
Welcome, Katie. And then this Friday we have a very exciting Jackbox Party Pack 7 release party. We're gonna blind play all. I think it's 5 games in the party pack. We're going to go through each one, play them once, get some audience feedback, definitely some audience participation, and play through those. And then we're going to pick our favorites and play those probably the entire night because it's Friday night. And what else are we going to do besides play some Jackbox games and stream here on Twitch? If you're interested in playing in those, go ahead and slide into our DMs on any of the social media. It is at KY Fried Dice on the Twitters, on the Facebooks, and on the Instagrams.
Yes, but just know the wife is the one who checks it. Don't be sliding into Donald's DMs for any other reason.
Well, there's to what else would people slide in my DMs?
I don't
Uh,
know. I hear it's a thing that the young people do.
oh, well, I would not know about that. So this is really exciting. This is Trekking the World. It's in beta currently. I don't know if you have access to it without having a premium subscription on Board Game Arena. Having the premium is something I can't recommend enough. It lets you play all of their games. You can host it and have non-premium players, and the price is incredibly reasonable. It costs less than, I mean, really one board game for a whole year typically.
Yeah, and you can pay monthly, or you get basically a 50% discount if you pay for the whole year. So this is not sponsored by Board Game Arena in any way, but it has definitely been a huge benefit for us during the pandemic, and we'll keep it when COVID is a thing that we still remember pretty well. But we'll keep it because it is gives you so many games. Like we don't own this physical game, but I've been wanting to play it, so it's awesome that I get to play it via Board Game Arena.
I believe it is just now making it to people's homes that kickstarted it. Our friend Kirsten and Ethan both, well, they're a couple, so they backed this one and just got it in. I asked her about it today, like, how good does this play 2 players? And she said really well. When her and Ethan play, they typically kind of stick to their own continent and leave each other alone. We'll see if we play that way. I feel like sometimes we're very passive with these games to each other, and sometimes Jillian gets a little aggressive, and I am a victim of her aggression in these games.
Jillian likes to win, but let's make no joke about it. So does Donald. You give as good as you get.
I do. I do like winning, and I think this is like to me. We played this earlier today on our lunch break from our um, unfortunate real jobs. Even though we both love them and they're great, but it's not the same as just playing board games for a living. We played this on our lunch break, and it's to me almost like on par with Wingspan in terms of like relaxing. Like it's a very simple game. It's kind of fun to think about all these places you can visit. Jillian went to Chichen Itza and toured it without me. We had a cruise earlier this year, and we had an excursion to Chichen Itza, and it was canceled the last minute. And so she decided that I don't need to go, but it's fine. It's fine.
Sorry,
I'm not bitter at all.
just
But
a little maybe. I hear a little bitterness.
there's some bitterness. I really, really love the Mesoamerican stuff. Speaking of which, happy Indigenous Peoples Day to everyone watching. Uh, we're not going to talk about the other guy who has this holiday because he's awful.
Amen. So definitely want to make sure you all know we are not in any way experts on this game. We have played it exactly once. I did watch a playthrough video to teach me the rules. But we will be explaining what we know of the game, but there may be things that we're not 100% sure on. If you're watching and you're familiar with the game, feel free to shout us out in the chat with some tips or things that we're messing up. But it's fairly simple, so I think we'll do pretty well at it.
And we're also American, so if we mispronounce something, even if it is in North America, it's just the way we are. We don't know it. You know.
Donald is being very chivalrous in that. He will not mispronounce things, probably. I 100% will mispronounce things, and I appreciate him acting like it could be either of us.
I am certain I will not pronounce whatever that is up in Scandinavia properly.
Oh, no.
I'm good with that.
I don't know.
Fun fact, Europe is purple on this map.
That's true.
That's the extent of it. All right, well, Jillian is going to go first, and she's going to pick an airport. So we can't be on the same square or pass through each other. And so where she picks, I won't be able to pick the same place. So
Speaking of purple, I will take Europe.
She's going to Europe. You know, I've jokingly talked about moving to New Zealand like several times in this pandemic and political situation here in the U.S. So I'm going to move to Oceania, be down in Australia in that beautiful area.
So now what we see, now that we've picked our airports, you'll see in the top left, and I think you'll be able to see it on your screens as well, there are some destinations. And Donald, if you'll kind of hover over some of those, you can see in greater detail. Those are tours that we can take, and that's what he was mentioning, that I toured Chichen Itza without him earlier today. There are also these travel cards, trek cards is what they call them, and that each number on that is how far you can move when you play that card, but you can combine cards to move as far as you want. And we all start with some. So your first option is, we're at an airport, we can choose to go ahead and fly to another airport, but I chose where I wanted to be for now. Although now that I see the destination tours, there aren't any in Europe, which is sort of a bummer, but that's okay. I'm still gonna go with it. So now I have to, if I have cards in my hand, I have to move. I don't really get a choice. And so I'm going to move somewhere. I'm going to, where did you go? You're over there.
I am in Australia.
Okay.
I would do an Australian accent, but I want the people of Australia to still respect me at some point in my life in case we have to move there.
That's a good point. I'm actually going to do a little hoppy hop, and I'm going to go to Niagara Falls, which is actually just 3 stops away. So I'm going to play a 3 card. And there I am in Niagara Falls. And now that I have moved, I get a choice. I can either draw 2 movement cards, I can take a tour, or I can use one of these journey cards to basically you exchange 2 matching colored cards to gain the use on that. So one of them is Wanderlust, which lets you move up to 6, and one of them is Exchange Rate, which you take a tour for 1 fewer icon.
Rest in peace, Burger Pants. Long live Burger Bun. Good to see you, Bethany. Thanks for joining us tonight.
What happened to your pants?
All right, so as Jillian pointed out, I can fly wherever I want. I could now go to Europe if I so choose, but I'm pretty happy down here in Australia. So I'm going to skip flying to an airport, and I'm going to move here to, something I probably can't pronounce. So I'm moving just 1 square. Tells me up here I have to play trek cards for a total value of 1 or 5. Just going to move 1. And since there was still a thingy on there, I get this collectible, and it goes in my suitcase. And you get points based on how many collectibles you have. If you have more than your opponent, so that's something to kind of keep track of. Jillian explained it to me really well in the previous when we played it before, and I wasn't listening, so she might explain it. And I'm going to
Yes, I
draw
can.
cards, and I drew cards, and that is that.
Yes. So what Donald was saying is correct. When you move to a new city that has one of the little cubes on it, if you land there, if you move through it, you don't get to collect it. But if you land there, you get to collect that cube. Once you get past two, whichever player has the most of that color cube gets a bonus. But you don't get to keep that forever. It's not like a race. So if I get to 3 white cubes and then Donald gets to 4 white cubes, he takes that bonus from me. So it's not guaranteed once you get it.
I understand what it's like to be stifled by a character name, but I have not played Undertale. I think it was at one point on my Amazon wish, or not Amazon, Steam wish list, and I just kind of moved on. Like it's always on sale.
I'm going to go to Angel Falls and collect a yellow token. And then I'm going to choose to draw cards. So one thing to note is the cards have both numbers and tokens, which are indicated also by color. And so in different aspects, you need different things. So when you're traveling, you need the numbers. When you're taking a tour, you need the different icons that are at the bottom of those tour cards. You have to turn in those types of cards and however many are across the bottom to be eligible for that tour.
Love that thought, Bethany, of expanding TheraPlay. I think if we did go into video games, it would very likely just be me playing them. It's just, and if Jillian wanted to play, of course I would encourage her to, but not like her thing typically. Oh shoot! I had a plan on my turn, and then I completely ignored it.
Oh,
but it's
is
fine.
there an undo?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can still do what I want to do.
Okay. Well, sorry about that, love. That's frustrating.
Oh, it's no big deal.
Yes, some of the games I do wish had undo buttons. Okay, so I moved to a place that I can't pronounce, and I'm going to take a tour there as well. If anyone else wants to pronounce that, they are welcome to try. And by anyone else, I mean Donald. Yes. Thank you, Burger Bun.
Looks like
for distracting Donald.
Lenswa Marahensis. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, well, we're going to go to Engarwat.
Oh, see, this is a good move on his part because if you notice on those cards, the 2 cards that are to the far right of that pile get bonus points, which is pretty awesome.
So I'm not actually going to take a tour in the usual sense. I'm actually going to use this journey card, which is I can take a tour using 1 less card if I pay 2 matching cards. So I have 2 blue. I'm going to use those 2 for this, which then I can take a tour using 1 less card, and I get 3 extra victory points. So typically Engarwat takes 3 cameras, but for 1 less, it only takes 2 cameras.
Smart.
Of course, now I'm trapped in Engarwat, and I can't move. So I'm basically wasting a turn, but to me it was worth it, because that was a 34-point tour.
Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah, just like the circus.
So another piece... I see what you did there.
Yeah.
The piece that I didn't mention about the little cubes in each location is not only do you get bonuses if you have the most of one color, but if you take the last cube in that continent, essentially, you can see those are distinguished by the different colors. If you take the last cube in that area, you also get a bonus. You see these little map cards. It's a region bonus, and they have different amounts of victory points at the end.
Also, guys, please pardon me for scrolling up and down. You guys are going to see, as I just look at the game, you're going to kind of see what I'm looking at.
Yeah, and I'm not looking at Pete by seeing his screen, but I'm intentionally not trying to look, so I don't see what cards he has.
Right now, I have no cards.
I am going to move right here. And then I'm going to draw some cards because I also have no cards.
So yeah, as this points out, I have no cards, so I can just skip to the draw two, take a tour or a journey. Um, did not plan out the next couple of turns. So let's take that one for movement for next turn. And we'll take that one for a future shenanigan. And I hope everybody had a great Monday. Always kind of rough going back in the office or go back to work really the first day of the week.
Sorry, I'm still not familiar with the map, so I'm like trying to search where different things are. I really feel like I messed myself up on where I started because I didn't know what the travel cards were going to be, and there weren't any travel cards near me.
So I also miscalculated my turn.
I think one of the trickier things about this game is you have to move first.
Yeah, for sure.
And then do your other action, so that like it's a little different than I feel like a lot of games.
So I'm gonna move just to the airport. I have no intent of actually leaving, but I move two. Then I can still draw two cards.
That's what he wants.
So I'm gonna take this one, planning out my movement for next turn, and then I'm going to go ahead and take. So what I'm looking at, and Jillian can hear it, is I want to take a tour of Allura on my next turn. Takes a green and a yellow. So I have the yellow. It's going to take me 2 purples to get there, so I'm going to take this green. And then next turn, I'll move to Allura, unless she somehow gets there first. I'll get that little blue cube, which is like a knick-knack or a something or else. Goes in my suitcase, and I'll take that tour for some bonus points.
Yeah. I am going to fly to an airport. Vroom, vroom. Shoot. I didn't think this through.
I actually looked at the time clock earlier today, Bethany, and I was like, she's left early. I wonder if everything's okay. So, glad it was just because you're on call. Hope it was an uneventful weekend.
Oh, did not get the cards I needed in that draw.
All right, so not going to fly to an airport. We're going to move to Allura. We're going to be in the middle of the outback. Want to discard this purple one because it needs green and yellow. There we go. And then on my turn here, I'm going to take to a tour. So I'm just going to click on it. Has me discard a yellow and a green. And I got my tour, but once again, I'm back to chilling in a location with no way to leave, ever. So I'm not planning out my turns really well for the future. I do think I'm doing a good job of planning out my individual turns, but it's fine.
I'm not doing well at all. I don't have the right cards. And Donald can hear this and fight me for it if he wants. I'm trying to do the tour out at Mount Fuji. I can get there, but then I don't have the correct cards to play it, and I don't have the correct cards to do the journey. So instead, I'm going to go to this Z city. I don't know what it's called.
Zhangzhou.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go there.
AKA that is the city. I think that is because that has a very strong dinosaur. Is that Indonesia? I feel like I really should know it, but I don't. I think Papua New Guinea is a pretty small island. Okay, I'm going to draw 2 cards, so I definitely want to move 2 next turn.
I'm way behind in points, so I have got to catch up somehow.
And I'm not going to be able to take that tour, kind of no matter what. So we'll just draw that.
Okay, I'm going to go to Mount Fuji. I'm going to play my blue 2. You guys can't see my hand, but I'm playing a blue 2 to get to Mount Fuji. I would like to take a tour. I don't have the correct cards, but I can do the exchange rate on the journey. So now I'm going to take this tour.
You might be right for that. That might be Papua New Guinea. There you go.
Aha! Huzzah!
And now you're in the lead.
By 1 point.
All right, so I'm definitely moving. So we go there. We discard this one. I can't do the tour either because I don't have the right cards. I don't really have a way to get them this turn. So I'm going to take that one so I can move right next turn. There's nothing else I really want here, so I'm just going to draw blind and see if it helps. And it does not.
Okay. I'm going to go to the Taj Mahal because in real life I've always wanted to go there. So there we go. And now I'm going to draw some more cards.
So the game ends, in case you guys are curious, whenever the 5th region bonus tile is claimed. So that is if you get everything in a region, all the little collectibles, or if someone does 5 destination cards, which you get by taking the tour. So right now I am at 2, and Jillian is at... Are you at 3 or 2? You are also at 2.
I don't even know where that shows it.
It's below your suitcase. You also have most postcards currently, and you have the most crafts, and I am just here for figurines.
That does not sound right at all.
I love my little armadillo.
But I would definitely have all the crafts because that shows necklaces, you know, that's what
all
I
the crafts.
Truly buy.
So we do a little gamble here. I take that one, hoping it's helpful. It's not. Let's see what we get. Oh, we can do. We're going to go back to our usual strategy of not being able to move after we do it, but we'll be able to take a tour here in just a little bit.
Let's see here. Let's go here. 4, 3. Okay. I need that. I'm just talking to myself. Don't mind me.
All right. So we still have this Sydney Opera House. I'm really lucking out with getting all these in Oceania, as it were.
Yeah, your original choice was very solid. Mine, not so much.
So we're going to move to the Sydney Opera House using this purple card. And then we're going to use this exchange rate and these 2 greens to get rid of those, which means we can take a tour for 1 less. And since it only takes 2 red, the 1 red we have works out for us.
Nicely done.
And if you look at my point total, it's very nice.
That's what I was about to say. Nice. If you didn't know, we're have the humor of teenage boys.
Oh, so Bethany, that is actually not a Taj Mahal replica. That is an Olika temple. It kind of is a Taj Mahal-esque, but a lot of those are like that. They're the ones who do the Shriners. When I was... You took the card I wanted.
Well, I am so sorry about that.
I kind of feel like you're not.
That is true, also.
Okay, luckily I got a card I needed.
Well, good.
So it works out.
It worked out the way it was supposed to.
Sure. And what else are we going for next? Let's just blind draw again because I don't know.
Okay. What am I keeping? I am trying to go back to I can't read it. Part of it is I can't pronounce things, and part of it is the writing is way too small. The Mysore Palace.
Mm-hmm.
And I need totally different things than I thought I needed for that. Shoot.
So it's technically not a religious building. It's a branch of Freemasonry. When I was younger, I actually was in a Freemasonry for like not quite kids, but like college kids. And they did require you have be part of a monotheistic religion, but it wasn't really enforced. They never, I don't think, asked me anything ever about it. Uh, but it was, yeah, there. It's if you've watched like National Treasure, which I highly recommend for everyone to watch over and over and over again. It kind of touches on some of the, well, not really. That's all make believe. Let's be real. All right, so I'm gonna move to this last one here in Oceania, and I think that means I got everything there, which will give me the bonus.
Nice.
Maybe that hasn't shown up yet, or maybe I was wrong, and that is not the case.
Yeah, you have a bonus. I can't see how many points you have, but it's to the far right on your all the little things you've collected.
Letuluru. Oh, the top? Oh, the
Yeah,
top.
above your suitcase.
Ah, that makes sense.
To me, it just shows the back of it. I don't know how many points you got off of that, although you're welcome to tell me.
No, I think we have to keep some secrets in our marriage, and that's going to be it. The one. I feel like you're probably going for Alhambra or Alhambra. There's no I in there. So let's do that.
Uh, Shoot, I forgot again. I am the worst at this game.
I would disagree.
I literally forgot I have to move first again, even though I already talked about that during this broadcast.
There's a couple of different lodges
It
in
tells me
Lexington.
you must draw.
Oh, it's my turn. I am so sorry. I
Yeah.
am just chilling here, thinking about my next turn, wondering why you're taking so long.
I was like, why is he taking so long? What's happening? I mean, I was planning out my next turn. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do this. Finally accomplish something. I literally have messed up so many times getting confused about what I'm doing. National Treasure is one of Donald's like favorite movies, I think.
It's so good. I mean, he steals the Declaration of Independence. What is not to love? And then in the sequel,
Okay, good point.
he may or may not try to kidnap the president. But it's like an educated, intelligent president. So,
So there's that. I don't know what that's like.
well, we had it 4 or 5 years ago.
Sorry, I was just trying to decide how I could only move two, so there really wasn't that many places I could move, but none of them were where I wanted to move. So I was like trying to strategize what was the best thing to do.
We're going to move this here palace.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
We are going to take a tour of this here palace and get those bonus points.
Okay.
But once again, out of cards.
I know, I can't do anything. I'm just really sucking at this for some reason. I think I played better not knowing how to play it earlier.
It certainly helps sometimes.
uh, okay. I literally have no idea what to do.
So I have to take cards because I don't have any. So I'll go with that. And we'll go with that.
Okay. The other thing that like maybe was implied when I was talking before, but I didn't specifically say, is you have to move if you have cards to move, which is sometimes a bummer when you're like, no, I just want to stay where I
just
am.
want to live here.
Yeah. But that's not the way it works. It's the life of a nomad.
All right, so we're gonna move to.
But like, I love this concept, especially right now when we can't like travel in real life. It's just nice to think about all the places theoretically we could go. So it's just nice to dream, you know?
It is.
Yes, one day when the plague leaves us and people get the vaccine, and we'll see. I feel like I'm like concentrating. I didn't actually think this was that complicated of a game. It's not, but I just feel like I'm like focusing, trying to make sure I do this right because I've made so many mistakes already.
They're just happy little accidents.
Happy little accidents. They don't look like trees though. Aha! I have 100 points.
Just going to the airport just for fun.
Okay. I did not have any cards to be able to move, so I'm stuck where I was. That's okay. Yes, Bethany, exactly. I gotta concentrate because I gotta win. We did play earlier today to learn it a little bit so we wouldn't be complete idiots while we were playing on the stream, but Donald did win that one, so it does make me feel a little more competitive than I would maybe normally be. But I don't know if that's gonna bode well for me this time. Oh, no, he just won.
No, I just won.
It really was. I didn't even realize it was.
Can I pull that up? Time. Yeah. Get those turtles. It is really pretty. I mean, I do love the art for all this.
Good job, honey.
You know, did I leave Australia? I mean, I know I left it, but I think all of my... Or not Australia, but Oceania. No, I did go to Asia for the palace there.
I did have the most souvenirs, though.
You did?
I did a lot of traveling. I just didn't accomplish much in my travels.
I mean, it's all about the journey.
Obviously. So we're going to have to journey again and see if I can win.
Yeah.
That's necessary. Can't go down as a loser. Okay, Bethany, I can't talk to you. I gotta concentrate.
So you gotta focus.
I'm just kidding. So this is hard. You have to choose your airport before the destination cards are out, so you don't really know. I'm gonna try my luck again, and I'm gonna go back to Europe and see if that serves me better this game.
Kind of feeling, I think I might bless some rains down in Africa.
Okay.
So do we always have exchange rates, or is that just because we're playing a new player, like a new game?
I think it's because we're playing a new game. There are other ones. These two that are showing right now, Exchange Rate and Catch Me If You Can, those are the two it recommends for your very first game.
Mm.
I would guess since we're playing in training mode, it's always going to have Exchange Rate, but I think there's like 6 or so different ones.
Well, hopefully, Bethany, if you want to join us for, I mean, you'll be doing our KFD&D, and you can totally sing there, or Coming up, Jackbox on Friday night.
I'm going to cut my losses in Europe and just do what I need to do here. I'm going to go here. No, that's not what I want to do. Yes, that's what I want to do. Okay. Then I need a yellow. Okay. Bing, bang, boom. Trying not to get behind. Yeah, Bethany, I do love to sing, like in the car, at home, in the shower. I serenade my lovely husband sometimes, but we won't be doing that on stream. Nobody wants to hear that.
So.
If Donald weren't concentrating so hard, he would say how much he loves how I sing, but that's just because he loves me.
You are an amazing singer, and I love hearing it.
Don't believe him, y'all. Okay.
Well, we'll do a KFD
boom goes
singing
the
contest.
dynamite. Boom.
Well, that messed me up a little bit. I think that was rude. Actually, maybe it's better for me, actually. It's hard to tell.
Is that where you were going?
Well, no. I was going to the Pyramids of Giza. Because I always wanted to see the pyramids.
That would be very cool. Basically, I want to see everywhere that this game is showcasing, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll do a karaoke fried dice one night. It'll be amazing.
That sounds terrible.
No one asked for it, but we're going to give it to you, because how we are.
We do on occasion play Rock Band. Does that count for all of our gaming needs? And I do typically sing because I can't play any of the instruments very well.
We've talked about streaming Rock Band, but it's a little more difficult. We probably need a capture card to do it right. You can stream directly from the PlayStation, but like it, I think you would just get the game and a little bit of us. Oh, an island full of cats. If Katie were still on, she would love to hear about that. But I think she has left us for now.
I do love, though, when you see, like, bookstores or even board game cafes that, like, have resident cats that are just laying on the shelves, being cats.
Doing cat things.
What's not to love? Yeah, as a cat does.
Meowing and purring and being all nimbly. Oh, foxes? That would be really cool. Yeah, flying is definitely the hardest part of travel. Just that's the expensive part. You can usually find like a cheap hotel somewhere. I'm always really torn. I love cruising. I think it's a really fun way, but I keep hearing how bad it is for the environment and how like the labor practices are bad. So it's just a real struggle to like want to keep doing it. But it's also like the most affordable way for us to see like multiple places, even though it's not an authentic experience. Like it's still getting to interact with people.
Okay. Another tour down. Where are you at? Oh, I see. Still in Africa. Still blessing those rains.
Still blessing some rains.
Oh, I don't get to move because I don't have any cards. Okay.
Yeah, the labor's not great, and I mean cruise ships basically use the lowest grade product from refined crude oil, so it's bad, and they're just dumping all the waste as well. So yeah, I mean we will probably do one more cruise, and after that we'll have to kind of revisit it. I'm sure there's a huge security reason behind it, but I'd love to see them use something like, we have nuclear powered carriers, and I'm sure that's just a security thing. Yeah, most of the time they just dump human waste into the ocean. Part of it is like that is disgusting and awful, but like the ocean is so vast. But it's just now there's so many cruise ships, they're always out there.
I lost focus of what I was doing, so I was being strategic in the beginning, and now I don't think I am anymore. So this is where it all falls apart.
I mean, I would think some fish probably can eat human waste, but I don't know. Like, I haven't researched that, so probably will if we continue to make vacations like that or make those kind of plans. So I want to go. Probably can't do that next turn.
I've been fortunate to travel to some really cool places for work. That's not really a part of my work life anymore, and that's definitely one of the things that I miss about one of the few things I miss about my old job.
They are sea bugs. It's always weird to me. Be like people love eating crabs and lobsters and shrimp, and they're basically just the cockroaches of the sea. It's a crustacean is just a bug that just happens to live underwater. Wow, to Guam. I think I remember that situation. We also frequently have to fly people, not frequently, but like between the Hawaiian Islands because there's just like no one that can do that individual work, which has got to be cool. Kind of
What
left
are you
me.
going for next, honey bun?
I don't know. I'm not getting any useful cards, which I'm sure you're super sad about.
I am going to cry myself to sleep about it, to be
I
honest.
figured. Oh, I didn't realize you could. Oh, I see what happens. I was like, maybe I can use that catch me if you can first, but you do that as a journey, so you would move there afterwards.
Yes. So it'd be like if you wanted to move a whole lot. I guess instead of like going to an airport somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
if you wanted to get where you're going. Because the airport is also tricky because you have to be there when your turn starts. So that's what I just did, but it kind of like wastes your turn. Yes, Bethany, I used to actually work in higher education, and I used to take students on service trips abroad. And so I got to go with them, which was pretty awesome. Um, and so I got to travel to some really cool places and meet really cool people and do really awesome work. I was very lucky.
Hey, Jillian, if you can move your head to your. Yes. I was like, oh, wait, it's mirrored. There's just no telling.
As soon as you said it, I was like, oh, I'm leaning.
Lead. I gone. Okay, I can't do
Bye
that
bye.
one yet. I'm really struggling with where to move. Just go see the. Let's go see Christ the Redeemer while we're out and about.
Oh, hey, we're in the same continent, honey.
We are. I just missed you so much.
That's fun. Oh, that's so sweet. Not sure if I buy it, but it's still sweet.
Just really wanted to see that giant Jesus statue. Oh, that's rough to hear. Like, I hate that. I didn't get to travel for college or anything fun, but I have been fortunate to travel, like, abroad a little bit. It really changes your perspective on the whole world. So, and you get better food. I mean, like, American food's great and all, but man, like getting some authentic anything.
Yes. That's my favorite thing about traveling. Although we did have to be like, because I was with students, like it wasn't necessarily, I mean, it wasn't a vacation. We were there to do service work, and it wasn't like we weren't staying in nice places. But we often had native people cook for us, which was always awesome. But we did have to be careful. Like we couldn't let the students eat from like street vendors or anything, because if they got sick in a foreign country, it's a whole thing. Which meant I couldn't eat from street vendors, which would totally be my jam. So that's maybe the only downside. Yes, I did not study abroad. Um, and that was one of my biggest regrets from college. And then I was fortunate enough to get to study abroad. I went to grad school and studied abroad there. So that was my first time out of the country. Boom.
Is that your fifth?
Another one bites the dust. It's my fourth. But I have 94 points. Haha.
Yeah, I'm not doing great this game. I just haven't really planned anything, and I'm just kind of.
You're not throwing the game, are you, honey?
No, I kind of got stuck on just trying to stay on one continent, and like everything keeps popping up in Africa, so I'm just going for it, and it just hasn't, like, it's not working out for me.
Yeah. So I have an interesting first flight trip, Bethany. I never flew until I was in college, and I'm from North Carolina, and I went to school in North Carolina, and I worked for the summer in upstate New York at a Girl Scout camp, which was a whole other story and really awesome. My sister and her boyfriend at the time drove me up there, and then I was going to fly home at the end of summer. Hold on, hold that thought. What am I doing with my life? We're just going right here. And so at the end of summer, I had to fly home by myself, and I'd never flown before. So I flew from Albany, New York, which is like a medium-sized regional airport. And then I had my connection in Atlanta, which, if you're not familiar with, is huge. Like you have a tram to get from one concourse to the other. It was very overwhelming. And then I flew into Johnson City, Tennessee, which like literally had farm equipment by the runway as we were landing. So I feel like I got to experience every kind of airport, at least every kind of domestic airport, on my very first time flying.
I always wish Lexington Airport was a little bigger, but it doesn't need to be. Like, it's. With Cincinnati and Louisville so close, it just doesn't make sense to have a big airport. I feel like maybe I shouldn't end the game. No, this one in the game. This is no, this would end it. I can, but I think I'll still lose. Oh no, I can't because I can't read, and I thought it needed two waters and a mountain, and it needs uh the opposite. It needs two mountains and a water.
Oh yes.
So.
So you're saying I should try and wrap this up?
I mean, maybe.
I don't have what I need. Well, I'm going to finish. I got another region one. I don't know how many of those we have left.
Oh, I don't have. Do I have? I think I have one. So.
I wasn't really near any of the tours to do.
Okay. not get what I need.
Let's see, what do I need? Okay. So there's one there. Can I get the right cards? Get the right cards. Not quite, but I'll be close on the next one.
Oh, I got it this turn.
Oh, okay, dang. Maybe I'm going to win, though, unless you have some really super hidden points.
I don't. I think you got it.
I won all the souvenirs almost, except for the blue. You always go for the figurines. That's very funny.
I think it just happens to be where I'm... Yeah.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Good job, honey.
Ooh, I got a trophy.
Oh, yeah, your first win?
Yeah. Cool. What else would you like to play, honey?
I don't know. What? You want to do, like, lucky numbers real quick?
Sure. You are invited.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Bethany is switching to mobile.
Yeah, I see that. I think maybe we play this game of lucky numbers. And...
Yeah, that'll get our stream over an hour.
yeah, and maybe call it a night. A little tired still. Well, let's get rid of that 18. Had the double 18.
I will take that 18.
And I can't do anything with that 15.
Not really. My lowest number is a 9. That's going to be rough.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you this 5.
I didn't want your stinking 5.
Everybody wants that stinking 5.
I guess I'm going to replace my 9 with a 7. That's dumb. I guess I could have played that somewhere else. No, I couldn't have. Not with 9 there.
Can't, not with 9s there, yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do?
Put that 8 there.
That's where I would have put it. There's a 7 for you.
I can't use... oh, I can't use it anywhere.
Oh. Well, darn.
Oh, good,
Sad
another
about that
7.
for you.
Let's see. You could take that 8. I don't really want that. Let's do that.
Huh.
I knew you'd do that.
Just to prove a point.
just to spite
you don't
me.
want to give it to me. Yeah. Sorry, honey bun.
You're not.
Yay, Bethany's back.
Okay, good.
Bethany, I won.
She did.
FYI, you missed the victory dance.
Convincingly.
That was a great victory dance. And now we're playing our lucky numbers. Oh. But see, now I can't use this 4. So there you go. You can use a 4.
I can, in fact, use that 4.
Look how nice I am.
You are benevolent and magnanimous.
Clearly.
I wish I could use that 1.
I'm glad to finally get a 1 because that 4 was really cramping my style. Starting with a 9 as my lowest one was
That's rough.
no good.
Oh, a 2, which will help you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Rude. So rude.
I didn't think you'd take it, so I was like, I can definitely.
Like I said, so rude. Oh, that was stupid. Well, I kind of worked myself into a corner here.
Well, nobody puts baby in a corner.
That's right. I guess I shouldn't have done that. You could use that.
I can and I will.
It's okay. I'll use this one.
Okay. And I'll use that one.
Okay. I'll use this one.
Well, this 3 does not help me.
It doesn't really help me either, so you're good. Neither does that 5.
I'm aware.
Again, you are so rude. Shoot. That will help you.
I mean, the 5 will help me too, so it doesn't matter which
I
one.
think you're definitely winning this one. I'm not as lucky today.
All right, 16,
Dang.
17, or 18, or 19.
You better not get it.
I'm trying to figure out where I can put it, and you can't take it back.
That would be so mean.
It sure would.
I'm going to remember that.
Just like when you took my
Next
fish.
time there is a fish to steal from you in Wingspan, I'm taking all of them.
Oh no.
That was very rude.
I am moderately amused by it. All right, now let's see. I don't think any of those help me at all, even despite you a little bit. 11 would help you, but it would help you less than a 12. Come on, 16 through 19. That is not it.
What you get for being so spiteful.
It's fine. You'll get like a 17 or an 18 here in a second, and there it is.
Dang it!
I mean, there were like a ton of them left.
Good job. Oh, we're playing tournament style.
I see that.
I didn't realize. Sorry.
That's okay. I just got to finish with a positive number.
I had no idea. Shoot, I can't even use that 6. This is stupid. Why do I start with the worst hands?
You are so persecuted.
Clearly. Personally, I don't know if you've ever played this one. It's like really simple, but again, I keep... Ugh. This is rude.
I'll take that 4, and you can have that 5.
Thanks, honey. You're so kind.
Clearly makes up for me being a jerk in the last game.
Not at all.
Well, now you're going to take my 13.
A Jilly never forgets. Just so you know.
I'm well aware. Oh, that's a bad play. That really... Oh, well.
Sure, thanks.
Yeah. It's worth it to get rid of, though.
So, Bethany, the goal is when you get one of these little clovers, you have to play everything in ascending order. So, like, I just got this 7. So there's a few different places I can play it. But you get like 4 clovers to start with, and depending on how your board starts, it can be really difficult to fit the numbers in. And if you can't use it on your board, or you choose not to use it on your board, you put it on the table and your opponent can pick it up. So in our last round, Donald was intentionally blocking me from things that would have been helpful for me.
Yeah, it's kind of being a jerk. And now I'm paying for it with a 1, which once you have 1/1, you really can't use anymore. So
now he's getting bit by karma, and he deserves it.
I do. If I do that 6, you can use it. So I'll just leave that there. I'm gonna take my 16. What a meanie.
I'll take your 16 too. Yeah, he is a meanie. You're right. It's a good descriptor.
Oh, now a 2. But you can still use 6s, so.
All right.
I can't use that 4. Another 2.
This is what I like to refer to as karma.
I'll go to 12.
Haha. Although I shouldn't be too rude, because now the tides might turn. My luck might crumble. Okay. So you're basically, Bethany, it's a race to fill up your board first.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets progressively harder because you have less and less tiles that will actually help you. Like that one does not help me. Nope, does not help me.
Shoot.
I don't really need... yeah, I'm not going to go for it. That didn't help me either, though.
Yeah, we are in the junk phase.
Any way I play that 8, he could use it. He could use whatever I discarded because of it. So I'm not going to do it.
And she can't use that 9 anywhere, so I can safely discard that 9.
And then use it on your next turn. That was smart. That was a good play. Good play, Boo.
Have my moments. I can put that 9. Like over here, it's kind of a... I've got a couple of bad situations. Both are 8 to 12. But I think I'm going to play it here.
Yeah. There we go.
So if she needs something between a 14 or a 15 to win.
I'm just going to give myself a little more breathing room. Now I need something between a 13 and an 18, so it helps a little.
And I cannot leave her that 16 because she'll use it to win. So we just take that off the table. And there she is.
Boom!
And we tie.
And we tie. Okay, so this is the tiebreaker. Oh, no.
No, it's just because we're each...
I thought there were 3 rounds.
It's each
because
person...
there's 2 of us.
Each person is
However many people there.
is first, yeah.
Okay. Well, high five on the tie.
Even though you're just in the next room over. But yeah, high five. All right, we had a fun weekend, so we are going to call it an early night. And I don't see... Oh, we can send over to Girls Game Shelf. They are currently broadcasting. So we're going to... I don't think our raid's going to show up because of the number of viewers currently. But we can say hi. So we're going to send this right over in the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was great seeing you guys. We'll be back Wednesday night with Downforce League Episode 3. And Friday night is our launch party for Jackbox Party Pack 7. So that raid, we're going to go over there in 7, 6, 5 seconds. All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.
I already hit it.